Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about protecting your creative energy. So this is actually something that I have been wanting to do for a while now because I think it is very important for artists to understand how to protect themselves from getting burnt out from other people leeching off of their energy or taking advantage of them, being able to work with other people but not be so open that they lose their own power, which is really a common issue for artists. Because we are naturally empathetic and like to help people and all those things. So I think this is something that everybody can use and benefit from, and this isn't anything woo-woo. These are just practical tips. So let's jump right into it. Number one is accepting commissions. This is one of my biggest ones because this is one that I have struggled with a lot in the past, is that you feel this need to accept every commission, to never turn down work because that could mean money in your pocket, and that is scary because we have bills to pay and we have to make money. But when you accept every commission that comes your way, especially when you're first starting out, what ends up happening is you end up working with people who aren't willing to pay you fairly, who don't respect your time, who are going to take advantage of the fact that you want to say yes to everybody. So it's really good to learn. And I talk about this in my pricing guide, which is linked down below if you want to check it out, is knowing your worth and charging accordingly. If you charge very little for your work, then people will treat your time and your effort as very little. And it's not just money either. It's also time. I have said yes to so many commissions in the past that I haven't had time to work on my own projects, time to do the things that I want to do. So I think learning to say no is a very powerful thing, and it doesn't mean that you should never ever say yes to anybody. There are some exceptions. Maybe it's an artist that you really admire and you would love to work with them. But yeah, learn to know your worth. Know what you are capable of taking on and don't overextend yourself. That is a great way to burn out, and I know that you don't want that. Number two, boundaries. Boundaries are so important. This is one that I have struggled with a lot, and I still struggle with it. But setting boundaries with friends, family, co-workers, clients, all of these people is essential to protecting your creative energy. Because if you don't have any boundaries, then you are allowing other people to just walk all over you, to take advantage of you, to expect things from you that you aren't able to give them. It's hard to set boundaries, I know. That is why I have an entire video on it. So if you want more information, go check that out. But essentially, if you don't have boundaries, then you are a martyr, and that is not a good thing to be. You have to put yourself first, because if you don't, then there's nobody else that's going to do it. Nobody else is going to value your time, your energy, your mental health like you have to. That is why you are in charge of setting those boundaries. And it doesn't mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're an asshole. It means that you're taking control of your life and you're valuing yourself and your needs, and that is a beautiful thing. Number three is detaching yourself from your art. Detaching yourself from your art is probably one of the most difficult things that you will ever have to do as an artist, because our art is a part of us. It is an extension of our souls. It is the way that we communicate, the way that we process emotions. It is everything to us, and when we put our art out into the world, it is like a part of us is going out there, and it is terrifying because we have no control over what happens to it. We have no idea how other people are going to react to it. They might hate it, they might love it, they might steal it. There's so many things that can happen, and that is scary, and I think the best way to get around this is to realize that your art is not you. It's an extension of you, and this is something that I learned from Austin Kleon. He says that you should think of yourself as the curator of your art. So you're the one that decides what goes out into the world, what you show people. But once it's out there, and you can't control what happens to it. And that's okay. You have to let go of that. You have to detach yourself from it, because otherwise you're going to be miserable. Number four is something that I call creative maintenance. And this is basically taking care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then you are not going to be able to create. You are not going to be able to give your best to your art. So this is eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep. All of these things are important, and I know it's hard. We all lead busy lives. But if you can find ways to incorporate these things into your daily routine, even if it's just a little bit, it's going to make a huge difference. When I am feeling really bad, I am not able to create at all. I'm not able to give my best to the things that I'm doing, so I have to take care of myself, and that is something that I think all artists should do. Number five is don't show your work to anyone before it's done. This is such a hard one, especially if you're like me and you're always showing your work in progress on social media. But this is something that I have learned over time, is that when you show your work in progress to too many people, you get a lot of opinions, you get a lot of suggestions, some of which are really good and you should take them into consideration, but some of which are not really helpful and can actually be detrimental to your piece. When you show your work in progress to too many people, you run the risk of losing your vision for it. You run the risk of making changes that you wouldn't normally make if you hadn't gotten feedback, and that's not always a bad thing, but it can be. So I try to show my work in progress to as few people as possible. I usually only show it to my critique partners and my mentors, and that's it. I don't show it to my friends, I don't show it to my family. I don't even show it to my husband, because I don't want them to tell me what they think about it until it is done. Because once it's done, then I can get feedback and then I can make changes. But when I am in the middle of working on something and I am not sure where I am going with it yet, I don't want to hear anybody's opinions except for the people that I trust to give me honest, constructive criticism. Number six is practice self-care. This is something that we all know we should do, but we don't do it nearly enough. Self-care is essential to protecting your creative energy because if you don't take the time to recharge, to take care of yourself, then you are going to burn out. You are not going to be able to create at the level that you want to. So make sure you're taking some time each day to do something for yourself, whether that's taking a bath, reading a book, going for a walk, whatever it is that you need to do to recharge your batteries. Make sure you're doing it. And number 7 is find a creative mentor. This is something that I wish I had done a lot sooner in my career. Finding a creative mentor can be really intimidating. It can be hard to find someone that you connect with, but it is so worth it. Having someone to bounce ideas off of, someone to ask questions, someone to tell you when you're being stupid and when you're being awesome is invaluable. So if you're looking for a creative mentor, I highly suggest you look online. There are so many artists out there that are willing to help, that are willing to share their knowledge, and it doesn't have to be someone that you know personally. It can be someone that you connect with online. I have students. I have people that are my mentees and I don't even know what they look like, but we have a great relationship and I love helping them. So if you're looking for a creative mentor, reach out to someone that you admire, ask if they're willing to help you out, and I promise you, you will not regret it. So yeah, those are my tips for today. I hope that you found them helpful and that you will use them to protect your creative energy. I know that you are all awesome and talented and creative people, and I want to see you succeed. So please take care of yourselves, take care of your energy, take care of your art, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.